All right, guys. I normally like to do these videos outside, but today's not going to work. We got lots of construction in the hood, so even in the woods behind my property where I normally would shoot these videos, it's ridiculously loud. In fact, I'm sure this camera will pick up on the noise coming through the garage doors. So you'll just have to live with me in my garage of many hobbies. Yeah, so not the prettiest, but today's going to be a quick video. I want to give you an update on my 2021 deer season. So I've shot a doe already with a rifle. So I shoot the same 30-06 Savage with a modified trigger and a really nice low light scope, 10x42. That's coincidentally lives over here during deer season. Just because I'm all the time going out the door and then getting back for work, etc. But this focus is on my archery setup for 2021. So I made a jump this year. I sold some things. It's the only way you can pay for one of these premium bows, in my opinion, is to sell things. Dave Ramsey will be proud. I sold my old bow, my 2020 Bear Divergent Eco, which was an amazing bow, 30-inch ATA. Shooting at I think at IBO to 342, so a really good bow. So that's what I shot last year. And then I went to something that I've always wanted to go to ever since the original VXR came out. So now I'm giving you a hint as if this hat didn't give it away already. And I went with the Mathews V3, as you can see here. I'm gonna give you just a real quick breakdown. This is gonna be literally a 4 or 5 minute video. This V3 is the 31-inch. So they make this in a 27 and a 31. I probably 2 years ago would have gone for the 27, but I've gotten to shoot some 3D and I really enjoy the longer ATAs for 3D. So I'll give you a quick spec on this. This is an ambush green. Again, it's a Mathews 31-inch V3. I spared no expense on this guy. Again, this is why I had to sell things, people. If you got lots of hobbies, you got to sell some things to make your dreams come true. So this is the only thing I recycled over from my old setup is this quiver, which is a Trophy Ridge 5-spot that I camoed. This was a black quiver. It's a 5-spot quiver. And then my 10-inch Trophy Ridge Hitman that I also camoed. If you can see that here, it normally comes just black. So those are the only two things I recycled from the old bow. And so what you can see here is I've got a 2-pin. This is a Spot Hogg Fast Eddy XL. You can tell the XLs because of the long dovetail bar. You can see right there. This is the 2-pin. So I'll try to let you see what that looks like up close, if that can show. Maybe not. This has been awesome for me. I mounted it out of the box, sighted in, had maybe within an hour. I went from a 4-pin Trophy Ridge React H4, which I really, really like. I still have it over there, to a 2-pin setup. Currently, with the speed of this bow, I'm trying to remember what sight tape I shot. Maybe it's a 14 or 24. I can't remember which sight tape it was. But to give you an idea on speed, my 20-pin is my first pin, and the second pin is 37. So if I'm gap shooting, I only have to gap shoot between 20 and 37, right? So that's really nice for those of you that want to go from a vert pin. We have lots of pins, or a horizontal pin. We have lots of pins to a vert pin. This is a 2-pin. Rover, obviously. This will go out to, I haven't built the configuration the way it needs to. I just took it straight out of the box, bolted it on, sighted it in. If you move around the sight housing, if you move it up and down before you start to sight it in, you could easily get travel probably out to 120 yards before your fletching would hit the housing itself, as you can see there. On mine, I think I'm good probably out to about 100 on the first pin. Nothing past that, or I think my fletching would hit. This is a Trinity. It's a Hamskea. This one's done in OD green to match the bow, but this is a Hamskea Trinity Pro. This is the hybrid hunter setup, and I absolutely love it. It has lots of adjustability. If you know me, I really enjoy adjustability. I tinker with things as an engineer all the time, so it's good to have adjustability where I can play with it. My arrow breakdown, These are Blackouts, and these specific models are the X3 Hunters. They're in a 300 spine. I am currently shooting, I got a couple of different broadheads up in there. I've got a SK2 broadhead by Sick. And then what I've recently switched to, which I think is amazing, and I don't know if you can see those, are the Levi Morgan Schwackers. By the way, these arrows are cut down to 30-inch arrows. I haven't checked the speed on this. My arrow setup is sitting in the 460s, so not a super heavy arrow by any means. But that's a 100-grain Schwacker broadhead with a 2-inch opening cut. That's about it for this thing. It's an amazingly fast bow, very quiet, and I'm hoping that it's going to allow me to take some crazy 3D next level kind of stuff. I will say that I can shoot this in about a 4-inch group at 60 yards right now, so that's where I've gotten it. 20 yards, I can Robin Hood some arrows, but when we get out to 60 yards, I'm in about a 4-inch group over the set of 5 arrows. So I've usually got one flyer somewhere in there that comes a little out of that group set. Thanks for sticking in. I know I still owe you a Jeep walk around. The Jeep is now heavily modified, probably since the last video. It sits on 37 1250s, 2-inch lift. Soft topper's still on. We're loving it. And I'll get you a walk around of that Jeep here shortly. Talk to you soon.